Okay, you're on one today.
Okay, stand ovation.
You're on one today.
I take a bow, but I'm sitting.
Take a bow.
Stand ovation. Honestly. This guy's on one today, bro.
Yeah, you said that Drake verse wasn't that good, and I heard it after, and I was like, "What was Patrick on?"
I just heard it earlier in the car.
It did not even the switch up. As soon as he says, "I ain't begging when I tell a bitch, please," like, and the beat, come on now, and then he just
maybe it's the vibe. Maybe it's the vibe. You gotta be in the right setting. You gotta be in the right vibe. Right.
What setting did you listen to this in?
Church. I was just driving in the whip.
Church. This guy tried to squeeze in a little podcast, a little AirPod listen in church. And he's like, not my shit.
Not my shit.
This guy's an idiot.
I mean, that's the only one that makes sense to me why that wouldn't hit.
Oh man, nah. I gave it the car test and everything, but it wasn't working, you know?
All right, well, since Brandon's on that vino, let's see if he's got something for the...
Ooh, he's got the bars. He got the bars.
Bars? Me? Bars?
Yeah. Everybody does it.
Ready for this.
Wait, I'll give you the ad-lib.
Anyone come for me. Wait. BG back. Hey. BG back. Hey. Okay. Hold up.
Swag.
Hey. Swag. Hey. I came back with vengeance. Like a pile of sentence. You know what I'm saying? But not with having a vengeance. I come in this city. Come to Buffins when this city. Hit me, sweetie, hit me.
Hold on, did you just say sweetie hit me?
Hit me,
right?
Sweetie, hit me.
Was that a shot at sweetie?
It's not a shot at sweetie. It's like
you're shooting your shot at sweetie.
Shooting my shot at sweetie. Sweetie is a sweetie, so sweetie hit me. That's what it is. I was not ready for that.
The bars go over your head. Your head.
Hey, listen. Sweetie, it was shit ain't sweet, so sweetie hit me. That's what I said.
Ooh, okay, Sawiti. Okay,
Sawiti. I was not ready for that. At all.
I don't think you're gonna be ready for a lot of this. It's been a long time since you've been on a podcast for. Yeah. Well, it's us back here.
Yes, exactly.
The mandem.
Secondly, on a podcast where man's are just gonna roast you.
That's fine.
All these sports takes and shit. You don't get roasted. I don't think.
No,
especially since you're supposed to be Mr. Expert Man. So, not on this one. You're not Mr. Expert Man.
Mandem. It's not with an I thing. A war.
Walk on, Govey.
The world general speaking.
Medea. We here. It's good.
I'd give you your drop, but I deleted it, bro.
Damn.
Oh, good. No, it's fine. That's perfectly fine, bro.
I'm just kidding. It's right here.
Brampton's finest.
I almost had a light skin moment. I almost shed a tear. But I appreciate that. Good.
This guy was hurt.
Good to be back and talking with y'all. Appreciate it.
Yes. And of course, it's your boy.
Shop like Shaq. You waste yo.
Yes. Patrick, tell me how your week been, bro. It's been season opener vibes. We had both Elise and the Raptors back.
Let's go.
In his very interesting...
Very odd. The North. We the North
basketball jersey. I don't know what flea market in Malvern you found that.
Hold on. First of all,
MLST does not approve.
First of all, Sky. Yo. No. This is Mitchell and Ness. This is okay. Let me show you the official. There's the official tag on there.
Nah, Ness must have went rogue.
This guy's hating hard, bro. This is from the All-Star collection, bro. When the Raps hosted the All-Star game, I was out there in these streets. You weren't there.
I was there. You were dead. I saw it myself. What's the backside?
You respond. The backside is what?
6. Oh 6. My
god. Oh, interesting. This is something that DJ started from scratch to wear before he goes up and actually spins.
Wow.
Spins to the Raptors.
Yo. No, that's a four corners outfit. That's a four corners outfit.
Hold on. What is he wearing? What is he wearing? Full set? What is like? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Full set. Yeah. Okay. Wasteman.
He's wearing his douchebag white boy.
Right.
I do respect the drip, but definitely the basketball turnover. I was just like, it's a little bit odd for a Friday night, but that's fine.
That's a little bit odd.
I got nothing to roast about mine, but I will say that like because of the lighting behind me, it kind of looks like I'm in heaven.
No. No. You look like you're freaking. What did you tell him?
I told him he looks like he's in his auntie's basement or his auntie's living room right now. The coach to the right definitely has a plastic.
He can't do that. It's a mega storm.
No. It's lived in. It's lived in over here.
This man's got the Tiger Woods looking hat too. Like, what's going on, bro?
Four ass nigga.
Four? What is that?
Aldridge.
In golf, you know, when you hit the ball and it's going towards like another, it's going to another. Of course, you say four, so someone doesn't get hit. Four. You never heard that before?
What do you mean? Doesn't your cousin Aubrey wear hats like this? Isn't it hip hop?
That is true. That is true.
Isn't it hip hop now?
Is it not hip hop? But how your week been, Patrick?
Yo, the week's been it's been interesting, bro. I'm just gonna. I don't know if I should reveal too much. I don't want to reveal too much because it's early in the process. But no. Because there's some things in development. There's some things in development.
You can't get married again, Patrick. You can't get engaged one more time. It happens once.
No, but I like it.
I like it so much. This guy's gonna get engaged every quarter.
Yes. Quarterly engagements. I love it.
You guys are funny, man. This is funny. Okay.
Yo, we actually celebrated our 1 month anniversary, so that was cool. It's not a big. No, we didn't celebrate it, but like we acknowledged it's been 1 month since we got married and stuff like that. So it's cool. You know, everyone's like a month already. But yeah, so that's been good.
Acknowledgement look like? Because I'm just wondering, do I have to start like throwing parties every month? Do we have to go out?
We literally woke up and like, oh, you're still here.
You're just in observance of that day.
Yeah. But no, it was cool. And then, man, we're starting to begin that process of trying to find a place. So, hey, beginning stages of that. You know what I mean?
Do we have claps? Yeah, I do. I have applauses. Yeah. Give it a second. It'll come.
That's what she said. Thank you. So yeah, it's there's a lot of things to consider. A lot of budgeting, a lot of trying to figure out what your budget is. So I'm gonna have no money for the next foreseeable future, but it's all good. It's for the greater good.
Fine. Absolutely,
it's for the greater good.
When the money goes to where it's supposed to go, but not where you wanted to go, you just feel broke all the time. And guess what? Yes. I've been just like putting the money where it's supposed to go for a minute now. Yeah. I had to buy some clothes because I didn't pack correctly, and I hated it. I hated it. As fire as the clothes was, it wasn't even like an enjoyable experience. I'm like online shopping. I'm like, what should I get? Hurry up! This is too much. I don't want to spend anything. I want to spend.
No fashion.
You're still shop like Shaq. Shop like Shaq.
No. Like I still
Shaq hated it.
Bang for buck, but shop like Shaq doesn't mean like everything's sweet all the time. Sometimes when you shop like Shaq, you shop grudgingly.
I feel that. Different modes. Yeah. But yo, how's Shaq? Like, what's your week been like? Because I know you was in LA, and LA's on a vibe this week, bro.
Yo, last night?
Yeah.
Because I'm like a very short ways away from Dodger Stadium.
Oh,
I'm jealous.
Last night Jersey right here. Pat's always watching.
So last night, Malik and I were just sitting here in the spot, and like we're like on a hill, so we can like hear traffic, we can hear other people, all that stuff. And Malik and I were like, yo, is people beefing outside? Had no idea what the hell was going on. Then I look on Instagram and I saw some dude hit 3 home runs, which I don't know baseball, but I know that's fucked up.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm like, literally, I was like, what's going on? And I literally hear a dude say, I hear him verbatim, but like so from the distance, let's go Dodgers. I was like, oh shit, Dodgers shit.
Damn,
so that was
cool.
Crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. I want to go to a Dodgers game, but we'll see. More so, I want to go to a Lakers game. Saw those prices. We'll see. Then I saw Clippers prices. Oh my God. Why did I see tickets as low as $5?
Sorry, what?
I saw $5 tickets to see the Memphis Grizzlies play the Clippers tomorrow.
Yo, please tell me you're going. Please tell me you bought tickets.
No, I'm going to watch The Shining in the Hollywood Cemetery tomorrow.
Hollywood. This is a Halloween thing.
I mean, the movie theme, yeah, but watching movies in the Hollywood Cemetery is like a vibe. And don't shake your head like that.
That's a question with the
NBA games all the time. What, John Morant will come back. This is the Western Conference.
Are you going to be there? When you wait? Yeah, you will be.
I'm going to be here for a minute. There is literally no rush. There's no rush. So I saw that and I was like, okay, dope. Malik's in San Francisco on the hoop bus that everybody's seeing on the NBA 75th anniversary commercial right now. So
that's a vibe.
He's living. Like I told you guys last week, we got a basketball court at the gym that we go to across the street, which is just like, I was joking about it with Malik, and he's just like, think about it. We're this good at basketball, and there's never been a gym that we're allowed to access. Like every single time we go to a gym, there's like a teacher that's like, hey, go to class. Like that's always been my experience in life. Unless there's been like a practice with the team, I've never been able to just go to a gym. So I was like, wow, damn, imagine. But other than that, you
could have been in the league. Yeah.
Could have been.
In the league. Could have been.
Could have been. But NBL, yeah, for sure. Could have been on the NBL, word. But aside from that, it's just been a low key week. I try to make them as low key as possible. Because it's very easy to be high key over here. And I'm hot. It's hot. That's Sunday.
Yeah. We don't care about your weather. We don't want to hear it. It's freaking brick outside here. Like, come on, man.
So Brandon, what you been up to? It's been.
I was just about to say it's been some time for sure. Came back from my sabbatical, but I was going to say, Shaq, it's hot. It's hot. Listen, it's hot. It's hot right now, but as soon as you sit on auntie's couch, with the plastic on it, it's gonna be even hotter than that.
It's gonna be hotter.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm good, man. I'm fine. I'm definitely, back from learning a lot, living through some things. But no, I'm definitely good. I just had my 30th birthday this past Saturday. So
okay.
Yeah, man. I got shots in the house, and Pat and Ash was there. So made sure I gave them a shout out to this. Yeah, I got shots in the house. Made sure I gave them a shout out for their wedding. So
it was blessed. Of course. It was
Yeah, it was.
Did you shout out
blessed.
the podcast? Because Ash did, and her vows.
Ash did shout out the podcast. Pat did not shout out the podcast. But next time.
I don't know why Patrick didn't do that.
Because I knew my better half would hold it down.
Over it, yeah.
There you go.
Serving so better half. Yeah. No, man, but just been really good. Just been grinding, working, just doing a lot, right? We're just doing a lot and very
teaching
busy.
The youth, elevating the minds of our youth.
Absolutely, man. Trying to. I'm not the teacher that goes in. Hey, get out of the gym. No, I'm empowered. Go home and play basketball. I know, playing rep basketball, we did not have gyms. You're right. We did not have gyms at all, right? So,
as a teacher, have you ever done that? Like, for example, say Patrick just is like talking shit in the class. Right. And you're trying to teach a lesson, right. And then Brandon notices and he's like, Patrick, hi. You know how they do that weird
like
hi?
That. No,
the weird hi.
I don't do that.
Like, why are you saying hi? Just say,
I do talk normal. Talk to me normal.
Hi. That sounds like a very Caucasian,
Yeah, it is. It's usually like a Caucasian. Yeah.
No, the kids know when I'm actually mad. What kind of.
What do you do?
The thing that's happened now. What I do when
what's a mad Mr. Graham look like?
Listen, if I'm talking and be like, hey, right now we're doing SketchUp tutorials, we're doing these tutorials, and Eric can talk, like, hey, that's why I'll yell. And sometimes I'll yell, sometimes I'll just be like, yo, like, I'm talking. Like, I'll as soon as I'm done this, in about 2 minutes, you can start talking. And the kids understand, like, oh, my bad, Mr. Graham, it's fine, my bad. But the kids all love me. So it's a really laid back class.
Some of the teachers that did that to me in high school, right. It would be kind of funny. So they would be, hey, and because it was so random, we would all start dying of laughter.
Yup.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not him?
Exactly. No, I'm not him at all. No, I'm not him. The one thing, I'm him, but I'm not him. No. One thing that's happened a lot these days. The one thing that's happening a lot these days is people are, kids, they tell them to put their mask on. So a lot of kids have their mask down to their face right here, probably making out with their girl, whatever, or doing. I'm like, yo, put on your mask. Like, I don't want anyone to hear getting sick. Just put on your mask. So that's the biggest thing I've been saying these days.
Let me ask you a question, man. I've been wondering about this.
Yeah.
There's these trends going around.
Yes, sir.
How many slaps have you had to dodge? How many pranks have you had to dodge?
Slaps?
Listen, the devious licks happen in our school. A bunch of devious licks has happened in our school, where I believe a bunch of toilet paper from a bathroom was taken, and there was like There was some other stuff that was taken as well too, but no slaps at all. The kids would never touch me. Guarantee you. The kids just know. Like you see me now, you're probably like, oh,
Mr. Graham don't play.
Mr. Graham does not play. I'm the coolest teacher ever, but of course, when I want shit done, I know to get the shit done. Right? No ramping around in my class. No ramping around.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Are you more like the Ted Lasso? Like remember on the street, you try to model yourself after Ted Lasso.
Oh man, what is Ted Lasso like, man? I'm missing out on this.
So good.
I heard it's really good.
Honestly, I think that's the best show that came out this year for sure. Was it this year, Pat?
Last year? No, last year.
Last year. I think that show's amazing. But Ted Lasso is a great show. I'm kind of like that in a sense, but like I don't know what your question was. But I'm teaching 2.5 hours these days, right? So 2.5 hour classes for one class, and then 2.5 hours in the afternoon. So at a certain point, I just let the kids kind of do whatever they want. Like yesterday, we played like dominoes, right? Because like it's the end of the day. I'm like, whatever, we play dominoes or whatever, right? So it's cool. We have fun.
No more, huh?
No, no more. What we do have though
is Fully Alive still popping?
What? What is that?
What is that?
You never have Fully Alive?
No.
What is that?
Fully Alive.
Bro. What is that, bro? That's got to be a York.
Actually, no, it wasn't. I had it in
York
Jane.
region.
I had it in Jane and Finch and York region. Shut up.
He's so offended.
Like this is not just my experience in York region. No, Fully Alive was those books that you got that had like shit to do with like the anatomy. It talks about puberty. It had pictures of
books.
Nah, we don't get it. If you guys didn't know, everything pretty much right now is like online. Yeah, most of it is online. Like school is online these days. There's no more snow days. Everything's online. So school has completely changed from the time when we used to be in school. So it's a little bit different. A little bit different. Yes, sir.
So not too much music has come out, but from like last week, I think it did, and I finally had a chance to listen. Mac Miller's album was fire.
Yes, sir.
Like, it was like 20 songs on there, I believe. It's something you can put on in the background and just do whatever the fuck. And first off, what did you guys think about it? If you listen, I feel like Patrick did more so than Brandon.
Patrick did, yeah.
No, I definitely
was
did.
Really rocking to some other shit.
Bob in the dash, but yeah.
Hey, no, I definitely did. Like, I was a fan of Mac Miller, man. So like, anytime I hear his voice or hear his name or see his name on a song, I definitely try to listen. So, rest in peace to the man. But this project's fire. Like, it just made me think of how much greatness was still to come in this guy's life. You know what I mean? Like, his music was. People knew about him. I'm not going to say they slept on him, but at the same time, I feel like his star was just rising in that sense. But the music itself is still fire. Like, it doesn't sound dated. It doesn't sound like, you're listening to something from years ago. I really like this project, man. Even those 20 songs.
No, good. Yeah. I was going to say really quickly, him and Juice WRLD, very similar. That's similar in their melodic and pretty much how they do, but every time I listen to anything from Juice WRLD, kind of puts out these days or is on a feature, they had so much more to give. Like Juice WRLD is amazing, especially on the Funk album. Amazing feature, right? So yeah, I feel the same way. But
I feel like Mac had a lot to give, but like I listened to it front to back, and it just sounds like this guy knew he was about to go.
Yeah,
the album starts with like, hold on, I'll play that first 2 seconds of the song because it starts with him just basically calling it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, should have died already. Faces.
And like that's not even the first time or the only time that he says this in the album. He talks about like dying. He talks about arrangements he wants to have made when he's dead. He talks about a lot of his substance abuse. He talks about what people are saying about his substance abuse. It just was like, I don't know, it was a little bit of an eerie listen as well.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of oh my gosh, wow, I just blanked on the album. Like Ready to Die. You know what I mean? Where it's like this is it. Like he knows his time's coming and he's just putting it all out there. Whatever happens, but definitely kind of eerie to listen to some of those lyrics, but I just can't get enough of it, bro.
Yeah, I was listening to songs and I'm like, ooh, this is the vibe. I'm like, what's this called?
Yeah.
Angel Dust. I'm like, oh wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. No, Matt's always been sick. Matt's always been like ill though. Like I've always been a fan of Mac Miller, so I need to listen to this. But even his feature on Punk album, right? Because that's like the most recent thing I've listened.
Yep.
Which apparently they recorded the day before he died.
Oh my gosh.
The song itself is called The Day Before.
Wow. Yeah, there we go.
Eerie vibes, man.
Jeez.
Yeah, what's with Young Thug putting all these men that have passed away though on his album? Like this guy, like
oh yeah, Juice WRLD's on there.
Yeah, Juice WRLD on the album and Mac Miller.
Mm-hmm.
I like the album though. I know you guys talked about it last week, but I thought it was a nice album. It's a good melodic, very mature album.
For Thug,
definitely.
Yeah, I still haven't gone through it and like. Since I listened to it like last week, I've just found a couple of the songs that I listened to, and that's about it. But I want to actually give it a chance because like Young Thug is one of those guys that like people will say he's my GOAT or he's like one of my favorite rappers or whatever, and I'm just like, I like his music, but I don't listen to him like that. Respect.
Yeah. I actually haven't heard anyone say that, to be honest with you.
Me neither. I think the younger.
I'm like, I've never. Yeah.
The young. No, it's more the youngins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pat is more of the creator. But one thing I'll say is like the Doja Cat feature, Icy Hot, actually a good song. I think it's the best time. Like you heard that song, Pat, right? Like that's the best I've heard Doja Cat actually sound on the track. You know?
Seriously? Yo,
yeah, legit.
Fire,
I think she's fire, yes. But like in that song, I'm like, yo, she's sick. I'm gonna listen to more.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wasn't Bitch on Cow that didn't do it for you?
All players. It's come a long way. Isn't that kind of crazy though? Like we joke, but who would have thought?
I was just thinking.
Who would have thought? Like that's nuts.
I feel like it was a gimmick to get our attention, and then be like, all right, I'm actually an artist.
But like, I feel like there was a gap between that and then her actually being an artist. It's just kind of crazy to think that she did that and then boom, she's now like selling out stadiums, selling out like it's nuts. But shout out to her.
We fell for it. We fell for that. We did. Because like Chris Bouchard, we fell for it. Yeah. You know, if you heard about Chris, we fell for it, and that's him just trying to get ratings. You know, screw Chris Bouchard. By the way, I'm not trying to delve into that. My bad.
Is that that light skinned dude that says he has multiple sources all the time?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Oh no way.
Brandon, since you're like with the culture, what's with the young kids? With the young kids.
Yeah.
What's the deal with these flags?
Honestly, what's up with the red flags?
Or was it Twitter?
Red flags?
So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was more so that it was more so that Twitter. You know what? One thing I'll say is that these kids love Lil Tecca in school. Love Lil Tecca, young NBA young boy. That's kind of music.
Who was about to be free just now, anyways.
It's insane. They love that guy's music. And I'm actually running a radio and television club. So we have like 60 kids.
I thought you were going to say an NBA young boy fan club.
That's so too. I was like, that's his bag. That's his lane. That's why he wasn't around.
Nah. So yeah, no. Honestly, they yeah. So we have a club, and literally all the kids that are in the music production are like huge Lil Tecca fans. Like huge. I've never seen a cult like the kids are loving. I haven't listened to probably one track from Lil Tecca. Probably like one or two, but they're all huge fans of him. But the red flags definitely started with like the high school, like university students. I don't know what they're trying to do, but it's really. So
you don't get it either.
I don't get it. I get
it. I'm trying to figure out what Lil Tecca has to do with the red flags.
I know. I'm waiting for bring it back home. Bring it back home.
I was bringing it back home, right? No, I think it was more so like there's one kid that said, if she has an LCD projector, red flag. If she wear like whatever, if you wear this color, red flag. Stupidness, right?
I just think it's more projector. What's wrong with that?
Great question. No idea. But kids it actually went viral.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, I have a projector.
Wait, I have a projector.
Yeah, I don't know. What. I don't understand. Wrong person. You asked the wrong person.
Thank you for finally admitting that.
Right? You old too. So what happens the moment you hit 30? The moment you hit 30, you're out the game now. I don't understand these trends anymore, bro.
Listen, all I'm doing is investing my money. All right, and try to get another place. That's it. That's all. We're old. We're grown now.
I love it.
Kind of music, but like a question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's typically early in a pod, maybe. I'm not sure, but
let's go for it.
It's a Kevin Gates interview, right?
Oh boy,
with DDG, and he's talking about like marriage and kids and stuff like that. He has a hot take himself, where DDG says that I can't remember who says it. One of them say that they would rather have kids first than get married. I'll let him justify it, but that's what he says, and let's see if you guys understand what he's saying, because Patrick has already made his decision.
Yes.
You wouldn't want to get married, then have a child?
I think I want to have a kid first, just because I don't know. I want to know how the girl is, like, if we have a kid. You know what I'm saying? I know that's kind of backwards, but it's just like, say I get married to a girl and then we had a kid and then it completely go left.
I know what you mean. Like, most women, like, after they have a motherhood kick in, they go cold with you. Yeah. They'll go cold with you and start giving all the attention to the child. You mean like that?
I mean, I never had a kid, so I don't know.
They got some women that's like that, and it's not that they trying to be like that, but they super practical. When motherhood kick in, it's like they not thinking about themselves anymore.
Yeah.
You just carried this child for 9 months. You just stop eating the wrong foods. You just start being healthy and all of that for 9 months. You carried this child. You sacrificed. So that motherhood kicked in. So now the motherhood gonna make this woman be more protective of this child. And parents don't have all the answers. You wouldn't want to, you know what I'm saying? Our children are our greatest teachers. So I understand what you mean, because a lot of my partners tell me that, like, man, it's like soon as she had the kids, bro, she changed on me. It's not that she changed on you, it's just motherhood kicked in. So she not thinking about being super sexual with you and you got these sexual desires. She not thinking about that no more. She's here to be a caretaker of this child.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would commend a woman that's like that. You gonna take care of my children the right way. You know, don't leave me out the equation, baby, because you know the children gonna get 18 and they gonna be going to college, and you know, don't come in here trying to love on me again. Talking about, well, man, I guess it's just me and you. No.
Well, man, I guess
That is possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Which part, Kevin Gates or DDG?
No, DDG saying you want to have a kid before getting married. That's honestly that is.
Well.
Listen, anyways, go ahead. You guys can go. My bad.
No. You're good, man. I actually like. I understand where he's coming from. If you think about it, like, I'm not saying I agree, but I can understand his logic there. I don't think it's necessarily that women change or the men change. It's just your dynamic changes. You know, it's not about just you two as a couple anymore. You brought in life. You need to nurture that life, right? So you have to find a way to still keep that intimacy, still have that fire, that passion, the sex that you did before, while still raising that child. It's going to be difficult for sure, but you got to try to make that work. So I say all that to say, like, I'm not the one that's going to say, yeah, let's have the child first. Like, nah, let's build this into what we got. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Do you think that was like his simple way of just being like, you know what, I'd need to see it that way, but like realistically, that just doesn't actually make sense in terms of like a real relationship? Like, that's just like sounds very idealistic, because like, who's really just going to be like, all right, let me just see how you are and pop out a child. Now I'm with you for life, regardless.
18 years.
18.
You're Hank. Yeah, you're Hank.
Unless you're Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon doesn't care.
He's not really thinking.
He's not really thinking.
I don't know.
I've seen people that have had kids before they got married, and still 10 years down the line have got divorced. Right. So it really is like you never really like. I think you should build. I agree with Patrick. You build together. You build a foundation. So you know exactly what your morals are, what your ethics are. Of course, then bring that child, because you want to raise them together with the same morals. And then, of course, have more. That's what it is. That's how you grow a family. That's the right way. I've seen it done the other way, and I've seen some people have children, break up with their baby mother or their baby father, and then it's just a nightmare for 18 years.
I think also what's important to also say is we're also not telling people like this is the only way. I'm like, because I know how like life just happens and you end up having a kid first and then you figure it out. I'm just saying the idea of, I think what we're all saying is the idea of intentionally saying, let us have a child as a trial run for what our relationship looks like long term before I decide to give you a ring. Sounds kind of like an immature approach to a relationship.
Yeah, can you return it after? Like, I wondered, is it like a return policy? Yeah,
return the kids. Back order.
I mean, you can send a kid to God, but you can end up you can lose your freedom.
Yo,
this guy's wild.
I've just seen lives destroyed over that situation. So no, do not.
I would never recommend
never
to do that. That is just not. That is very backwards. And he says it as soon as he's saying, he's like, "Yeah, this is kind of backwards, but fully backwards, fully backwards."
That is a wild take, yo.
That is the wildest take I've seen.
Okay, I have another would you rather. Let's keep playing this game. By the way,
I like this game.
Before I keep going, I showed Brandon this before we recorded, but like I'm sipping this canned Long Island tea.
Ooh, okay.
Bro, it is it's
delicious.
It's 13.2% in a little can.
Bro.
Yo, what?
It literally has, it says on the can, it says the one you'll remember. It says 2+ shots of Cutwater tequila, Cutwater gin, Cutwater white rum, and Cutwater vodka. I'm already feeling it. I've had a few sips, so I'm really just going.
Yeah, you're starting to turn red. I see it.
No. This is just the camera does some weird shit. But yeah, I'm just letting you guys know. Huh?
Is that legal to put that much in that can? Is that legal?
In America. In America.
Everything goes in America.
You'll never find a canned drink that strong, that small in Canada.
The most I found was a canned wine that was like 10%.
Yeah. That's wine. That's wine.
Yeah,
how much does that go for, though?
It was like $5 a can.
That's scary, actually.
Yeah.
The same amount you can go to Clippers game. The same amount you can go to Clippers game. This
go to a Clippers game or
yo, isn't that disrespectful? Like, not to get into like too heavy into sports, but isn't that disrespectful, bro? Like, that just shows you no one cares about the Clippers in LA.
Yeah, literally. I know nobody does. Nobody cares about. I've met no Clippers fans in any of my LA trips. No Clippers fans have ever been met. That is wild, actually.
That's crazy.
So now back to our would you rather game.
Yeah, let's go.
This one might be a little Halloween theme, so awesome.
Awesome.
Would you guys rather have roaches in your crib or ghosts?
Like grabba?
No, not like leftover blunts. I mean, like Casper and them.
That's it.
Talk about Casper and them.
Yo, dog, send the roaches, fam.
Roaches?
Send the roaches. I don't want no duppy in my crib. What do you mean?
Yeah, no duppy, fam. Come on. I know Shaq's one of those like, I love UFOs, I love ghosts. Yes, give me all the ghosts.
Like, give them, bring them all to me.
Yeah. I think it's spooky.
You could kill the roaches.
No, you kill the roaches. You just have to pay for the roaches, but like I don't know if you could pay for I don't know if you could pay to get rid of like
who do you call? Like the Exorcist?
The Ghostbusters. The Ghostbusters. They literally, you said who do you want to call?
Yeah. I set myself up for that.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
This guy is so corny, bro.
Seriously. Just say something to full send. One of their videos that actually were ghost repellent people or Ghostbusters, and it's a real industry. I'm not trying. Right? I'm not trying to. I'm just saying there's actual real people.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at that. There are real ghost repellents people that actually work and can actually take, and they're in LA.
Oh, Shaq, you got to find them.
Who, the Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
you gotta call Will Smith, bro.
Definitely roaches.
So everybody says what? Roaches? Nobody says
roaches.
Ghosts?
No. Why would you want ghosts? How do you sleep at night?
Not all ghosts are bad.
Doesn't matter,
I knew this guy would be
this guy.
Oh my God.
How are you gonna do with that, bro? How are you gonna do with that?
Live with it.
You think you're alone in the crib and then 2 twos, you just feel something hovering over you. Like, come on, no, you don't want that. You want that spirit? I don't want that spirit. I don't want that spirit.
You watch Harry Potter? Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
Not in a long time. Not since like the first one, the Philosopher's Stone one.
Because they're living with ghosts pretty much in their witchcraft.
Oh, yeah,
I can't talk about that.
Those ghosts are like regular people. Didn't they just kick it all the time?
Yeah, they just kicked it. Yeah, you're right. But it's still ghosts.
Have you guys not seen The Haunting of Hill House? Have you not watched any of these programs, bro? You don't want these ghosts around you.
Like, listen, that's just like saying, have you ever seen black people in a rap video? Those movies just give these ghosts a bad rep. Casper's actually friendly. These ghosts on Harry Potter are friendly.
We're his cousins. I think they're his cousins, right?
Who's his cousins?
The other ghosts in Casper.
I don't remember. They were related to him, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're bad ghosts. They weren't
friendly. Yeah, exactly.
Just a little more mischievous.
Just a little bit more mischievous.
Just playing with you.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm supposed to watch Candyman, and now I'm terrified. I don't even know if I want to watch that.
Candyman wasn't that great, but I really hope that it is, and I want you to tell me how it goes, because I've heard, I don't know, I didn't hear the greatest things of it, but
I'm just supporting black people, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to watch Candyman too, but at the same time, I don't want to pay to be scared. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thing. Like, pay to go watch a movie that just to watch a horror movie that just to be scared.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you: have you guys done the haunted houses or like the Halloween haunts? And I can't do that stuff, bro.
Long time. I don't love it. I love horror movies. I don't love when like somebody like grabs you or what the fuck. Like,
right? I'm ready.
Like, it becomes fight or flight, real life situation.
Exactly.
I don't know how to react when it's all supposed to be fake.
No, I can't. I will punch someone. I will like literally throw hands.
Did you come with us to the C&E that one time we went to the haunted house, Pat?
No, I've never been.
No, okay. I think it was Rudy and some other people went to the haunted house at C&E, and that was actually kind of scary still. But it's foolish. Like, I actually knew some people that were working at the Halloween haunt back in like high school or whatever. But it's stupid. There's no reason to go.
It's all like acting students, and I like think of my youngest brother Kadeem. And like, if Kadeem was hired to scare people, he would just love it too much.
Right.
That's what I like about it.
Right.
He would just love it way too much.
He's the perfect employee for that.
Yeah,
honestly. Give him a raise.
He might actually get physical with somebody. Like, yo, relax. It's
jeez. No, sir.
People be like, yo, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. that nigga would definitely traumatize someone. That nigga would definitely traumatize
Yo, honestly. Oh, man.
So have you guys thought about what you guys are doing for Halloween costumes, all that stuff? Because I have no fucking idea what I'm going to be for Halloween. And there's a party that I'm supposed to go to on like Tuesday.
Oh, well, damn. You got no time then. Mm-mm. Do they got Spirit Halloween in the States?
Everywhere, I think.
Okay.
I'm sure they pop up. I mean,
they do.
I saw the memes applying to the White House when they said that the U.S. was broke. So they put they photoshopped a Spirit Halloween banner across the White House. So I was like, oh, okay, these guys got these too.
I like it.
I actually look for a Spirit Halloween as you talk.
That's hilarious. So this upcoming Friday, I'm supposed to get together with some people from work. First time in a year, actually, that I'll actually meet my colleagues. I haven't even met some of them ever in life, so this will be interesting. And we're doing a team costume. So, we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. We haven't really nailed it down yet, and we're on to like a week, so we'll figure it out.
These guys are definitely. You never guys are definitely end up being M&Ms or something like that. Like something.
Yeah, that is the worst. I hate the M&Ms.
Yeah,
I think M&Ms and pimps are the worst.
Yeah, pimps are the worst.
It's such a contrast.
It is a contrast, but I hate those costumes.
That's fair. I want to do Squid Game. I told I had a sick idea but they didn't watch it. And
I only watched half of the first episode so far, and I don't
know. They haven't watched Squid Games?
They haven't watched it. They couldn't do it. Right? It's so good. It's so good.
I was actually looking for the green costume. Or the red costume.
The red costume? I found the green. I haven't
found the green one?
Yeah.
So Brandon, what are you going to be for Halloween?
I think the easy thing to do is just to become it's kind of bad. I probably shouldn't. He's kind of canceled, but to be Michael Jackson. Like, I already have the wig right here. You know,
not canceled.
Michael Jackson's not canceled. He's just dead.
Questionable.
Yeah. And if you're dead, you cannot be canceled, actually.
Okay, cool.
Right.
I think I'm going to be Michael Jackson, but I want to get
Kelly. Don't listen to this and think that that's cool.
R. Kelly's behind him too.
Yo, chill. I think it's Will Smith. That's Will Smith behind me. So on this side right here. Yeah, no, I think it would be Michael Jackson. We haven't dressed up in like 2 years at this point, right? For like a year or so.
Dirt?
Nah, that was the last time we actually did.
That was the last time.
It was between Squid Game and Michael Jackson, so that's the one. Michael Jackson's easy. Just put the wig on. It's easy. Nah.
Do y'all have recommendations for a guy like myself that is trying to be super simple? I might be able to make an Amazon order like today or tomorrow.
Right.
Aside from that, I have a ton of thrift stores around me.
Okay.
Tom Kennedy. No.
I was gonna say
you're already just like him.
Guys, you guys suck. I don't know why I asked you guys. Dom Kennedy and Carlos Boozer. You guys are the worst. You guys are literally the worst.
Yeah. No,
that is not helpful in any way. None of it is.
You can be a man from Top Boy. Nah, that's not actually a good one.
Still,
that's not
helpful at all. Still not a good one.
That's not good.
What's a show on Netflix that went viral this year other than Squid Game?
Nothing really, unless you're gonna be really, Joe. Right. Joe from You, but he's white, so
super white. I can't even get close to that.
Yeah, you're kind of on your own right there. What's other rappers?
I don't know.
No, that's a good. It's a hard one because we're not really out here. You know, we're not really out.
We're not really out.
I think what you should do, like Cameron with the pink dude, the jersey. That actually can be a vibe. I just thought about Drake's party.
The thing is, like, again, I'm working with like limited Shaq's closet. Like, if I had Shaq's closet, then I have do-rags, oversized jerseys, jeans that are way too big. Like, it all works.
I don't know why you're still holding on to that stuff too, but
I don't have the big jeans, but I do have the big jerseys because you got to keep them. I got McDonald's All-American jerseys and shit. What am I going to do? Fair. Give that up to some lucky kid in the suburbs?
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think the Bane costume you had was hard back in the day with the jacket.
That was fire.
That was
the sick. Jacket made that whole costume.
Oh, yeah. That's a Value Village, right?
Value Village, yeah.
Damn.
I gotta check them out. Then they come clutch sometimes. I got a lot of like costumes for school, like when we're doing our drama plays and musicals. Value Village comes clutch.
So basically, you guys aren't no help at all.
No.
Right. Well, I guess I'll just have to brainstorm all night and figure that one out.
There's so many things you can do.
What's your girl doing? Do a couple.
Dwight Schrute.
Both of us don't know.
I got it.
What?
You be Dwight Schrute. She be the black Angela from The Office. Hit.
So am I white Dwight Schrute and she's black?
Nah, you're black Dwight Schrute. She's black Angela.
Black Angela
from The Office. That's a classic. If I had a girl right now, I would be Dwight.
But the thing is, like, that doesn't sound like you can. Like, I feel like I'm gonna spend all night explaining it, and then people looking at me sideways, being like,
I can kind of see it.
Nah. If you have the glasses, the aviator glasses, and the wig that kind of shows like this, you're nice. Everyone will know what it is.
Okay, is there how about this? Let's keep it like as simple as possible. Is there a bald black guy that I can fucking do?
Martin and Gina.
Martin's not bald.
Oh no, He wasn't bald then. Man, never mind. Common, exactly. Common and Tiffany Haddish.
Common. That's hilarious.
You and Shaq, you and Pat should be Common for Halloween.
We have a common off.
Common off, yeah. Like a Russian term, fam.
Next week's Halloween episode, I'm gonna be Patrick and you can be Shaq. We'll see what
happens. I love this. I'm gonna swing by Richmond Hill and grab some stuff from your closet.
Hey, all players have access to
Zach, I'm telling you, the way true. If you have that
I don't
wig,
think it'll be like, it's got to be like easy to get. I was thinking earlier, like I was thinking about doing Tupac and Janet Jackson from Poetic Justice, but like that.
Okay.
I don't know if that would be easy to pull off. I also was thinking about doing like, I joked about being Suge Knight, Malik being Snoop Dogg, and then Coco being Eazy-E.
That would be pretty cool.
That's actually kind of fire.
Yeah, but they'll probably look at me and be like, "You're not from LA, are you?" Everyone's probably, yeah.
I think we can do that one the most. That might be the easiest. Malik just he would kill Snoop because it's just very simple.
Yeah, it is. So why don't you just be Tupac, Snoop, and Eazy-E?
I don't know. I think
that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I'm using shit that I would wear anyways. That's the only problem. So like Suge works because if I wear like glasses and like have a cigar in my mouth all night and like one of them shirts, that's Suge Knight.
Facts. So you're basically Suge Knight, is what you said. You're basically Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Me with a big blunt in my mouth is Suge Knight.
Yeah, imagine you tag him on Instagram, you're like, yeah, I'm Suge for Halloween. Imagine the bin. Man's so sad in the bin.
In jail right now has
of course.
Instagram.
You think his jail's like our jail? His
100%.
jail is probably like El Chapo, bro. This guy's jail.
Yeah, but he probably has like some kind of like pseudonym. He's not like at Suge Knight, at S Knight.
I want to look this up. Can you imagine?
At Suge Death Row.
I'm looking it up right now. He definitely has an Instagram.
That's amazing. I mean, Vibes Cartel has social media, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Vibes Cartel is literally like what's it? Pablo is he is the literal version of that. Jamaican Pablo.
Yeah, Jamaican Pablo.
The same nigga from Top Boy, the man in the bin that got killed. Same shit. Vibes Cartel's actually there. Not Modi, the one in the bin. Remember the one in Jamaica? That got dealt with. Yeah.
Man, like I can't remember his name now.
Can't remember. It was dumb. Sugar.
I think it was. Yeah.
Sugar.
I like Sugar.
Do you guys have an explanation for this very random zesty play-by-play call by your homies?
I love this.
All players have access to the Hypervolt Plus during every game throughout the season.
Wait for it.
And we use it on our throats. Hyper ice.
Whose man's is that?
Please? That's your man's, yo. That's your man's.
That's not my homie.
Pause. That's Mr. Sports guy. That's Mr. Sports guy here.
Yeah, chill. Kevin Harlan is definitely the most pause-worthy man on the planet. Yeah, for context, you give him context.
There's no context.
For context, all he was doing was, so there's B-roll of like these muscle massagers that the players are using that like kind of like, it's like a gun almost.
It's
and
a
like
gun, yeah.
Vibrates their muscles or whatever. And then he goes forward, and here I'll play it again for you zesty lovers.
Hey, all players have access to the Hypervolt Plus during every game throughout the season.
And we use it on our throats. Hyper ice.
Hey, all players have access to the
Everybody's
Hypervolt
like, what
Plus
the
during
fuck
every
are
game.
you doing?
Like, what?
No reason for it at all.
Why is it on your throat?
What the fuck?
Why are you putting it to your throat?
Okay, here's my other favorite one. It's a classic. It's with Mark Jackson. And I don't even have to say anything else because you all already know what he's about to do.
I love the rebound. I'm shocked you downplayed Savannah. He said she was all city. James again from downtown.
You know about that, Joe?
And I hit out the park. No question. With all due respect.
The Little John concert. You hanging around for Little John?
Respectfully.
I hit it out the park.
He'll hit it out the park.
The park. How do you say that?
I only saw that recently. I saw like a really nice picture of LeBron and Savannah, and she looked beautiful.
Yeah.
And in the corner of the picture was like
Mark Jackson.
like a faded picture of Mark Jackson's face just smiling down.
Oh man.
Respectfully.
Yo, you know who also says some questionable stuff?
Who?
Jeff Van Gundy.
Yes, he does.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think he's on there too. I think if it's the same thing I sent you, he's got some questionable lines, bro.
Same with Jack Armstrong, to be honest, right? He always says about penetrating the D, and I'm not gonna say the S word. You already know what he's gonna say. If you watch Raptors basketball, you already know what he says.
What does he say?
You penetrate the defense, right? Which means you collapse, and then they suck it. I'm not gonna go. I don't want. I'm not gonna
sucking the D.
Was it similar to what Jason Terry said right about here?
The two-time defending champion Lakers.
You're seeing in the Laker defense that allows you to have so much success from the three-point line.
Well, all series long, we've been able to penetrate their bigs, get deep, suck the D in, and then we got spot-up shooters. You got three of the most prolific three-point shooters in the history of
Spot on.
Yep. A lot
Spot
of
on.
shit. Like,
yeah, he said a lot in
the
there.
D, suck their bigs.
That's a lot of red flags. That's a lot of red flags right there. If you ever needed red flags, it's right there.
That's definitely what it is, man. Glad he's retired. Glad LeBron killed his career.
Honestly, he ruined that.
I was listening to another one with Doris Burke where she was just saying shit like, it's not how hard you come, it's about like when you come and where you come. And we're like, whoa, why are you saying come so much?
Doris.
And then Mark Jones like, indeed, Doris, indeed.
Indubitably, Doris, yes.
He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
Kevin Harlan's one of the funnier guys. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was going to say on that topic, I feel like we need to bring back a favorite segment of ours.
Brandon,
to this pod.
Patrick was talking about this.
Yeah. Wow. I think it's time.
This guy was ready. Wow.
What's the time for?
It's time for. This guy's dusting it off.
Story time with Brandon.
Can you guys do that again?
Brampton's finest.
Wow, what you want? You want to do the whole lead up again?
Don't do it. I wanted you guys to be in sync when you did it, though.
No problem. Here we go.
It's okay. We got this.
It's time for
Story time with
Brandon.
Brampton's finest.
Hey, I can't lie, Shaq. You had me the first. Yeah, you had me the first half, Shaq. When you said you didn't have that drop anymore, I was gonna be like, oh damn, it's like that. No, it's fine. I would have respectfully accepted it. All right, but let me give you guys a story, okay? I think I told Pat this a while ago. But actually, last week was when I told him. All right, so yeah, it's people don't really know now. I've been, kind of in these streets. I've been out here. I'm kind of getting out of a long-term relationship.
Let's go. God, I'm going to pray tonight. Please pray.
Oh my gosh.
God is real. Please
play today. Oh man.
I'm actually crying this as well.
That was good.
I actually forgot about that. But yeah, anyway, so I'm out here and I think I told Pat this story. I'm going on the whim and say it. Screw it. All right. I've not been seen. I've been out here talking to a few females. I'm going to make sure that they don't listen to this podcast. It's fine. Not a big deal. Hopefully they do. There's an older woman that I was talking to. Okay. All right. I don't know how I'm getting this. I'm going to go off the rails this way. This is really bad. But so we've been chilling every now and then. She has her own place and whatnot. And, if I go down and do the deed, if I, obviously me being free and whatnot, I can't believe I'm saying this on air. I cannot believe I'm saying this on the air, but I'm going to say it. Me getting into a situation where, it may become sexual, whatever happens. I get to the point where, we're vibing, and I mean,
what do you mean by that?
I want things to actually happen to you. You want something to happen. You want to close the deal. But them say, no. We're going to do just everything oral because getting it physical is just going to be, there needs to be physical or like emotional attachment to that. If we do anything, physical in a sense, not physical, but actually have intercourse, then there's going to be like repercussions. And you want to make sure that that's a good vibe or a good like connection. But yet you're giving fellatio, but yet you're doing this and that. What's the distinction between?
So you're saying that like, she's saying that like, going too far is actually having physical intercourse, but we can go as far as fellatiating each other.
Absolutely.
Because
there's no penetration.
No penetration, no feelings.
Hey.
No emotional attachment with that. But in my mind, I'm like...
Flawless approach, I believe.
So in my mind, I'm just like, okay, I don't know if it's an older thing, but like you're doing that. You're actually giving fellatio, but at the same time, you don't want to just get it done if you're already, it's a waterfall. Jason White's a waterfall. Like, why not just like close the deal altogether, right? Like, why not just get it done? It is what it is. Mm-hmm. So in my mind, I'm like, if you have something in your mouth, like that's pretty emotional to me. I'm saying that it is what it is. So that's just my take right there. That's just a little story time right there. Everyone can give me their take all together. But hey, I'm trying to make this. I'm not trying to make this wholesome pod any more ratchet or raunchy or whatnot. But yes, I'm back in the I did not prepare for this.
So this is what we like to do. If you're going to bring up something like this, I like to make it a question, a general question out of it. Like that's the great thing about your stories is that they're very relatable. and out
right.
there and entertain.
To the many. Right.
But let's just be like, okay, well, from that,
yeah.
Do we actually believe that like blowjobs and shit like that is the line, and then it's emotional attachment? Because that sounds ridiculous to me.
It does sound ridiculous. It does sound ridiculous.
It's so stupid. Like it probably is even more because you have like a melt in your mouth. Like it's already in your mouth. It's already there. Right? It's already there. So why go any?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
No, I'm just referring to a 50 Cent song. 50 Cent back. I remember when 50 Cent Candy.
We got you, Candy Shop. Yeah.
Anyway, so I wanted to make it a little bit interesting with that, but I think it's just like I think that's probably even more so something if it's already, you're having an oral situation. I'm trying to be really wholesome here. I'm not trying to be
speak your mind.
Speak your mind, man.
If you don't speak your mind, you're adding more words, and then it becomes hard to.
That's
follow.
True.
Just be straight with it.
How is head not different than fucking? Like how is head not different than fucking? If you go that far,
it's obvious what's being done out here. It's on a nightly basis. I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here because it's getting ridiculous.
It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous, right? And this is something that someone that is. I just turned 30, but that person is close to the 40, right? And once again, do I see myself ever being that person? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right? But it's something that you're having fun, whatever I'm like, you're already doing this. You're making dinner. You're providing beverages and refreshments, but yet you're not going to go all the way. What's the point? Like, what's the point? Like,
would you agree that you can now finally understand this social media trend of the red flags?
Yes.
This is a red flag. This is a red flag right here.
Yeah.
This is where it applies. There's
a flag on the field.
Yep. Just take it out. They threw it down.
It just sounds like, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like a level of maturity of somebody who I'd like to date when they're just saying, well, I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to do this. But they're basically equating to the same shit, different types of shit.
Same shit. Yeah. So imagine how frustrating it is, right? Even if you release, you get off, right? But imagine how frustrating it is. Like, I could have done damage. I could have been more fulfilled, right? Why?
Good God.
Yes. Like why? That's in my mind. I'm like, why don't you get it done if you're already doing this? Like, what's the point? Yeah, make each other whatever.
So what was the reason? Sorry, what was her reason for this?
And as I said before, her reasoning was, emotionally, there's an emotional attachment where you have sex. No chance. She went to like nostalgia parties. I guess she's a fan of Ashanti.
So she goes to nostalgia. She can't be Catholic.
She's not a Catholic at all. What I'm trying to say is she's definitely sin in her past.
Illustrious guilt, man.
Illustrious guilt. There we go. I don't want
illustrious guilt. That's what she has.
That's what she has.
We have illustrious guests. She has illustrious guilt on her head about doing more than head.
Hey.
You'll stop this.
So that's my little story for the day because that happened literally not too long ago. That happened literally about 4 or 5 days ago. So I just thought, I'm like, it would just mess with my head for a bit, And
don't let
I'm pretty
it.
sure
If shit don't make sense, shit just don't make sense.
And just move on.
I've already moved on. I'm already good. Just nothing my black queens these days. So I'm definitely close with that.
That does not sound like it was one of them. So keep it moving.
It does not.
Yeah.
It does not.
Yeah.
Keep moving. Absolutely. Trying to be on your level soon, both of y'all. Trying to be there.
Hey, you'll get there. You'll get there. I wonder why people put those rules out there, though. You know what I mean? Like, they have these stipulations.
I think it makes them feel better, less guilty about things that they do. Because I know sometimes people feel guilty about a lot of things, whether it be sexual acts, whether it be drinking too heavily, whether it be all these things. And they put these like weird loophole rules where it's like, I don't drink hard liquor anymore. I drink beer, but they get like blackout off beer, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck is your problem? I don't do that drug, but I do this one. But you're also really fucked up on that one, or I don't do this type of sex act, but I do this sex act.
Yeah, it's like a Maury. Like I don't really drink too much, and then get blackout. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I fully expect him to hit you up in the group chat about that.
That's definitely happening. That was
dangerous. That was dangerous. I'm crossing all the lines.
This guy came in hot.
Yeah, so that was my little story. I have obviously some more stories, but for now, I think that's something I want to leave with y'all and be like, is this make sense at all? Especially for somebody that's older than us. Don't think it makes sense at all, man.
That's good. That's a good question.
Is there a story why Will Smith is looking at us?
Right?
Yeah.
Why is Will Smith? This guy cropped
He
him out.
just have to crop him out.
Why is there a cutout of Will Smith looking at us in your background?
It's because we're talking about relationships.
All right,
It's like,
so-
hey, let me tell you something.
Do you get your pep talks from this guy before you leave the house?
Red
Please,
table
Will
talks.
I promise I'm going to go find a Jada. I swear.
I promise.
Open marriage or not, I'm finding a Jada.
I promise you.
No, you know what's time? I know Shaq knows this because he used to work at
I have that poster because I got it with the Avengers one. I have that.
You have that one too. It's rolled up though. Okay, I have a bunch of these, but like some of them are on the other side. But Avengers, I have Endgame, and I have other ones in the back. And I just took the Will Smith. I'm like, this guy's king. Why not?
I remember this. When we worked promo, I swear you used to take or ask them for the posters after the
all the time. All the time, yo. We went to some fire ones. The X-Men one.
Yeah.
We went to, there was some fire ones we went to in the past.
I know people used to do that for UFC fights. You go to like Boston Pizza or Buffalo Wild Wings. People are like, "Oh, can I get the poster?" Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why do you want this?
Why do you want this?
Yeah, man. So, anyways, go ahead, sir.
If you have more to say, we're here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like after kind of telling these females, I've come over a long-term relationship, or this is what they're like. Oh, you're a teacher. Like, then they're like instantly, they're like, husband hooked.
Right.
Like, no, we need you for this, right? Or no playing around with this.
When they hear teacher, they hear stability.
Right.
There we go.
Little
right?
do
So
they
it's
know.
a good thing. Little do they know.
This man is unstable up here. He's stable in his profession, but in the brain, he is not.
No, I'm pretty stable. I think very soon I'll be in a relationship very, very soon. So bouncing back, but I had a great time.
Don't rush it, man. Let everything. Honestly, take time. Like,
yeah,
it'll happen.
The sabbatical was rough, but hey, bounce back. Right here, king as always.
Yo, that's a real question I wanted to talk to you guys about, because that popped up in the news about sabbaticals.
What is it?
Because I think Ryan Reynolds actually came out and said that he was going to take a sabbatical from acting.
What does that mean? Don't they work like for months at a time and then they just stop until they decide to get another role anyways?
Yeah, essentially, that's what I thought, right? I'm like, what's the difference here?
You don't have to come out and say that.
You don't have to come out and say
make a movie.
Right?
True. I still want
Deadpool, but
yeah.
But yeah, like if you could take a sabbatical from what you do on your 9 to 5, whatever, what would you do? What would you do? Because that's supposed to be a time of creativity. You
I would take the sabbatical off and go hard as fuck on this podcast.
Word. That's what I said.
That's all it would be. I would just I would invest so much time in this, which is my passion.
Yeah.
And get it to where I would like it to, because guess what? Life happens and work happens, which takes away the time from me that I'd like to apply to this. So that would be my shit.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just take the sabbatical?
Yeah. Just do it. So I don't even have days off, bro. Let me get the days off first.
I was going to say the benefit with the actual sabbatical is like it's paid leave. So you get to we don't have that luxury. But if I could, I probably, obviously the pod, and I get back into acting.
Really?
I would definitely pursue acting again. Yeah.
Yeah, commercial, man. I can see you on commercials.
Why don't you do some commercials?
Yeah, I think it's time.
That could be a nice little side bag.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's how a lot of my friends, they ended up doing that. It was like one of my friends was in music, and he ended up, and he was actually with us the night that you died, and respawned.
Oh wow!
For All-Star Weekend.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
The homie Bricks.
Yes,
Jack bald dude. So he was in music, and then my homie Johnny, he put him on to acting and doing commercials and stuff like that. Guess what? He put his son into acting as well, and then he started going crazy with it. His son started going crazy with it. I guess that's all they do full time now.
Wow, it's commercials.
Yeah.
Commercials. Now the son does like voiceovers and like animated shows and shit like that. Like they're in it now.
Yeah. No, that's fire. I know. Obviously, we went to school. There's a ton of people doing acting now. We talked about that before. Shout out to Shamir Anderson out there. We have Mercedes on as well.
Mm-hmm.
But my boy that I grew up with, he's in McDonald's commercials right now. You saw the one with the spicy nuggets. Spicy chicken nuggets, yeah. That's my brethren. That's my brethren from like elementary school, right? So it's just crazy seeing all these people around me, and I'm like, I love what they're doing. I'm like, damn, like if I stuck with it, type of thing, you know.
What's crazy though is that this is the time now where you're seeing the people that said, I'm putting my head down and I'm going to do this. This is now like this age, this period, the next couple of years where you're going to see people popping up, and it just paid off. You're like, oh, I wish I did that. And you're like, oh, well, he did it. Like even Malik doing his shit with his video editing and whatever. Like you guys know I loved video editing. I definitely pivoted away from that, where I have like some knowledge of it and whatever. But like, imagine I just dedicated years and years and years to that crap. You know what I mean? So, I think there's something to be said for this is going to be the period where you're seeing that, like the fruits of that labor. And it's also kind of encouraging to those people that might be just in the weeds of that, like to just keep going, because guess what? It's going to pay off. Like you put enough time into it, you put yourself in the right rooms with the right people. Like it's very mathematical. I thought it was luck when I was younger, when I was like 20 years old and I'm seeing people do some crazy things. Yeah, there's luck involved, but you put yourself in those places.
Absolutely.
Nah, that's true. That's true. So Brandon, if you could take a sabbatical, what would you do?
What would you do?
What would I do? That's a great question. I think I'll go
you
hard
already
with
did
the
what
media
you
stuff.
do.
Yeah. I would.
You'd like buy a microphone, maybe.
No, I definitely go harder. I definitely go harder with the media stuff. Like I'm doing the media for the Toronto Argos right now, and I'm actually like doing the media for them. But I would do a lot more with that. Do a lot more, try to get the credentials.
You mean like scrums and stuff?
Scrums, yeah. Going to the game. I'm seeing tickets as well too. I think I'll go a lot harder with that, and of course, going a lot harder with the just different things in media, of course too. I'll definitely go hard with that, and just travel too. Like I'll do exactly like this with this thing. There's this thing called 1/4 in teaching, where you can take like a semester or two off and just go do your own thing. Usually teachers that are around like the retirement phases do that, but there's some people that are around our age that are taking those right now. And there's one guy I know went to Portugal, went to Spain in like a year with his girl, did all this stuff. Like for a year, just take it off and then come back to your full-time job, right? Yeah, I'll definitely go hard at the media stuff and just put everything into it, because it's true. Like a lot of the stuff you can't do. It's harder because life happens and we don't have as much time as we need to. But Pat, to be honest, like a lot of people I know just from the past, similar to you, are in commercials. Black people in commercials and doing these things. I think it's the time, man. It's the time for sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man, that's what it's.
I don't know. I don't know.
Tough.
I blacked out right there for a second because I was about to be like,
those drinks hit him now.
Yeah,
drink got to him now.
13.2.
That's
the funny
13.2
part is like this
10.
is like a 355 milliliter can. I'm not even halfway done.
Bro,
I'm
bring some of those back.
Bring them back.
Yeah, bring that back, bro.
Line the
Bring that
suitcase
back.
up with some Long
Bring that
Island
back,
iced
bro.
teas and shit.
Let's go. Bring that back.
I remember the Long Island iced teas we had in LA the last time we went. I went in one of those bars. Like literally half the thing was alcohol.
Well, people don't know. If you don't know Long Island iced teas, you don't know that they are not. Like, they're just really fucked up. It's like you're taking shots of tequila, shots of rum, shots of vodka, triple sec, gin, and then you squeeze some lime, lots of ice, and a splash of Coke.
Yeah,
that's what that drink is. And a lot of places they'll give you like the premix, which is like not actually as potent, but the places that know it, like they'll really do that shit and it'll fuck you the fuck up.
That will have you out. That was my first like cocktail I've ever had.
Same.
Like,
my mom made that shit for me when I was like 18, and I was just like, she made herself one. I was like, oh my god, this tastes like iced tea. What is this? She's like, it's a Long Island iced tea. I'm like, what's in it? And she told me all this shit. I'm like, okay, I love this.
Okay,
I love this. I guess.
Shaq, you're gonna be there you're gonna be in LA by December. December.
Yeah.
All right. There's someone that's trying to bring me down. That might be in LA. Better.
Come get flued out for the weekend.
This guy's getting flued out. I love it.
I think I might have to do that.
I'm trying to get people to come out here. I like New Year's. I want to like maybe. Come on, guys.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Throwing it in there. New Year's in LA.
Oh my god.
Think about it.
If I get this house sold before then.
The word general speaking.
This guy is crazy.
Why not? That'll be awesome.
I love it. Yeah, man.
You guys
appreciate you for joining us, Brandon. I forgot to tell you. Malik wanted to give you a new alias for when you pop up.
Yeah.
You are now Brandon the Intern.
The intern is in the building.
Let's go. God is real. Pray tonight. Please pray.
Yo,
I love it.
Yeah, that's definitely a Malik comment. But listen, that's hilarious. No, honestly, yeah, appreciate y'all for inviting me on this. It's mad fun. You guys are the best.
Of course.
It's love always. Yeah, it's fun, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
The chemistry was missed off rip. We already started cracking each other out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's all a Raptors baseball jersey, so
yeah,
I've
get
never
out of here,
seen one of
bro.
those.
You got R. Kelly over your shoulders. Relax.
And then Shaq has auntie's culture beside him. So same shit.
Yo, it's about to be nightfall. This is not going to look like Auntie's house with the backlight and we got over here.
I do like the backlight, and that is pretty lit.
Yeah, that is kind of fire now. Now that it shows up.
Yeah. You gotta show love to Malik, Brandon the Intern, for that one.
Yeah, shout out to Malik, man. Malik, I'll talk to you very soon. Brandon the Intern. Yo, I did the one internship. I don't want to do any more. Oh, it's fine. Whatever,
this is your next unpaid internship.
Yeah, unpaid internship. There you go. Welcome put in
back.
those 40 hours.
All right. Give them your socials, and maybe one day you'll actually get rid of the
underscore.
Brampton's finest.
I don't know when that's gonna happen, but it's G_JB on Instagram, and it's Graham_JB on Twitter. Follow up.
The world general speaking.
Yes. You already know, man. Patrick Dennis Jr. on everything. Follow up. Let's go.
And of course, it's
Shop like Shaq. You waste you.
Okay, on everything, including TikTok. I haven't made one. I'm not doing anything on there, but I'm there. I don't know. Follow me.
You should.
Ooh, that sounds nice. Jeez.
Oh, no.
Wow.